Spiderman. Okay? Spiderman, normal kid.
Normal kid.
Bad things happening in his life.
Bad things.
Gets bit by a spider.
He does. Radioactive.
Becomes superhuman.
He does.
Becomes a hero.
He does.
Saves the world.
Great power, great responsibility.
The main distraction parked in the lot. Two dudes with beards and some thoughts they just caught. A squirrel or donuts or why clouds look tall. Their cars, their studio, they cover it all. Banter so wild it'll make you grin. Two bearded besties, where do we begin? The main distraction, tune in for the ride. Talking about nothing. Yes,
Do I think everything happens for a reason? Yes. If we keep keeping I think we can keep the religious side out of it. I don't necessarily believe it's a religious thing. I think it has to do with science of things, chemical balance in your head, what we perceive as this happened for a reason. Even if that's the case, I still do think things happen for a reason. I believe in the butterfly effect.
Yeah. I feel like religion should come into us a little bit. I am church, by the way.
That's fair.
We are always looking for sponsors.
We are. You know what? So by the time we put this one out here, we will say that we're going to start looking for sponsors.
Are we?
Yeah.
We haven't already? We should have.
There's been little talks. We're learning. We're learning things. Speaking of smaller, we're both looking great.
Yeah, right?
I'll take that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Before we continue on.
Yeah.
You know what I like?
Yeah.
I like when the viewers reference us.
Is that nice?
Yes. It is. They use our catchphrases.
Referenced. Yeah. Yeah, catchphrases.
They talk about wanting to open fist.
The open fister?
We catch anybody doing it, you will receive a cease and desist. Because it's what we do.
And also probably a high speed open fister.
Singular form.
Yeah.
No, I think it's really cool. And I mean, people have been referencing it. We've had people who weren't watching it before, binge watching it right now. Or binge listening to it.
Yeah, that's cool, eh?
That is cool. And they it's nice because they message you and they're like, oh, just watch this, just watch that. Or they reference,
Yeah.
What was it? Keanu Reeves. He's doing well. They've asked about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's currently at home, resting. Spotify and YouTube, that seems to be going well with it. People are watching it and people are listening to it.
It is. Well, this is a nice little quick update on how things are.
Yeah.
How things are going.
I think it's important. But at the same time, task at hand.
Yeah, it's almost like the podcast happened for a reason.
Wow. I don't think you can use that sound. I think that's trademarked. You sound like the batteries were dying. Do you think it's happening for a reason? I think, yeah. Because I'll tell you, for example, I never thought I'd want to do a podcast. I was like, I don't think that's me. And then you
how
wanted
many
to.
Minutes it took to convince this guy?
And I wouldn't have. I've talked with other people about it.
About 14.
Yeah. And I mean, I think what it did is allowed us an opportunity to talk about things and get other people interested. So, and which I think came from our friendship and hanging out a lot.
Yeah.
Which, I know that we had friends that brought that in and made that happen.
Yeah.
Which I'm always appreciative of. And I think it was to do other stuff. You've connected with other people.
Yeah. Do things happen for a reason? Do you feel like things or obstacles or people get placed into one's life either as a learning experience or a stepping stone, opportunities to advance your life further?
Yes.
Do you think that it's not a coincidence?
Is it okay? But if that's asked that way, is everything happening for a reason? Is it random? Is it coincidence? Or is it something different?
I like the idea of everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's some bad stuff happening out there, and it's like, what reason does that come into play?
That's fair. I think that conversation can get pretty dark.
Right.
I mean, we
like
do,
an earthquake happens. It's not like, oh, there's a silver lining here. Or is it like a flood? And it's like, well, I was thirsty. It's one of those. So, see, he's on his phone right now during a pot. Do you see this? You see what I have to deal with?
It was my daughter defending me.
Maybe that message came in for a reason. Hey?
No, it really wasn't. That was pointless.
Oh, all right then.
That was pointless.
Moving on.
Okay, so let me back up for a second, though. Is the butterfly effect the same as something happening for a reason?
So the butterfly effect being as something happens here, and
like a butterfly flapping his wings here affects the wind, affects a car moving, affects the ground shaking, which causes a typhoon in Japan.
Right.
I believe in that. I believe that things happen and people swerve. Final Destination. But it's the idea that freak things happen, freak accidents happen, and you miss it for whatever reason. You don't get on that plane. You turn out of that lane, and then something happens, and you just miss it. I don't know. People could argue that it's luck, but I think they do happen for a reason. And I think our social groups, being part of the Bearded Villains, I met these guys for a specific reason. Same as you met one of our brothers. At the pool hall, the bar, the restaurant.
Yeah.
You just happened to be there.
Yeah.
Complimented him on his beard. Rest is history. We've met two wonderful gentlemen, a couple wonderful ladies.
Yeah.
In that.
Okay. So like I like to think like I'm in tuned like with the world. Like I like to think that it calls I follow.
Right.
Like kind of deal.
Yeah. Which is part of it, yeah.
So I feel like, when things have like there's a purpose behind, right? Like I often get thrown into purposes.
Okay.
Right. So then off I go. I'll tell you a story. Everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this was so we're gonna origin story church for a minute. Okay. So it was back when I was in Ottawa. So this is when I was in like full-fledged band mode. Right, I was playing guitars, making money, like as a result.
Right,
trying to kill it, out in there. I was not doing well, like in the financial aspects.
Right,
of it, right.
Yep.
Like a friend of mine, like through a church, he needed help moving. Right, so he was like, hey, and he was older, so like he couldn't like lift and carry and like all that stuff. He's like, hey, I'll pay you like $50 if you can help fill up this van, right? Yeah, not a problem, right? I didn't have a car or anything. It's just me walking the side of the road, and I was very disappointed because like Christmas was around the corner, and I didn't have any money. I had family, I had friends, right. So like I wanted to buy these things, and I couldn't afford it,
right?
When walking down the street, and I find a $20 bill.
Okay.
Nice. All right, I pick that up, and I continue walking. I find another 20. I find another, and another, and another. A 50.
Were you an accessory to a bank robbery?
No.
Sounds kind of sketchy.
No, like I think what happened was, like someone must have had like an envelope, like went to the bank, just had an envelope of money. And dropped it.
Okay.
And just dropped it. Right. Like, I'm assuming, like, that's what happened. I actually don't even know. Right?
Right.
So, anyway, I'm walking down the street, and I'm picking up, like, I'm treasure hunting 20s.
Right.
And 50s. And 100. And, I'm just gathering cash, right? At some point, I got to a certain number of money, and I stopped picking it up.
Okay.
I was passing money on the ground, and I stopped
Really?
picking it up. I had the feeling of this is good.
Okay.
Now, I could have gone against that feeling and just kept picking up, as most people would.
I'm not gonna lie, I would continue to keep picking it up.
Right. But I didn't, you know? It was just one of those, you know what? I have what I need. I think I had like $500.
Wow.
Right. And it was enough for me to purchase the like the gifts I wanted to get. I had a good Christmas, like as a result. And I'm hoping through my actions that someone else did as well.
That's fair. Are you good gift buyer?
You know, like, okay, you know, like I try to be. So like either I go like certain ways about, like, I like to get like things I think is funny.
Okay.
Right.
Like gag gifts or not so much? Like,
well, yeah, like maybe like a gag gift or like unpractical. So I usually do two gifts.
Okay.
I do like an unpractical and then a practical. Right. So like a practical gift would be like, hey, I got you an iPod. Right? Like, here's something that you can use. You listen to your music. All's good in the world.
right.
A non-practical would be like a garden gnome that looks like you. All right?
What are you saying?
Funny. It's funny.
Are you saying I'm short and fat?
No, I'm just saying it's just a garden gnome that happens to look like you.
Why is that what you picked?
I don't know. It could have been anything, I guess. You know?
But you... So, did you pick it for a reason, Church?
Yeah, because it looked like you. That's the thing. I'm gonna
So it had hazel eyes?
I'm gonna it has hazel eyes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I mean, why did you say that?
Yeah, it was my bad. I will present you a gift. Just because I think it's funny, right?
Right.
Or like a coffee cup that's unusually too big, right? Like,
ooh, I like that.
right, like you can put a full pot of coffee in there.
Yeah.
It's not practical. It's not something that you'd probably do, and most people would probably slam that on the mantle and call her a day, right? Or at least take up space in the
These are tiny little birds.
It's the birdies.
They're here for a reason. Why is there two of them? Is that a reason?
Because that could be.
Do you... Okay, are you the kind of person who specifically looks for signs?
Specifically and Atlantically.
Oh, so you cover the bases.
Yeah.
First, second, third?
Straight home.
I'm not sure why people don't understand what we talk about.
Yeah. Like, do I like actively look for reasons?
Yeah,
like
do you think maybe it's like oh, I seen... Listen, my mother. I love my mother.
Right.
She finds dimes for a reason. And there's like a whole... I think it's a religious thing, a God type thing where it's like... Was it the divine intervention or something like that? Okay. Like something has entered your path for a reason. So she believes in the dimes and stuff. Like she finds random dimes. So is it like finding the random dimes in really obscure places? Cool, maybe. One where it's like maybe you tripped and fell and you landed on your face, but the dime stopped your nose from touching the ground. That versus, oh, look by this cash machine where there's a dime on the ground.
Okay.
What do you understand what I'm saying? So
right.
what? That's no offense to my mother, but that's an example though. So do you go looking for these signs? What's the difference between this happened for a reason versus I'm noticing that this is happening, which is creating a pattern, which definitely must be a sign and a reason for why I'm seeing this right now. When is it too much? When do you?
I don't. I don't know. Okay, like is a sign presented, or is it something that you ask for? Like if you're like, hey,
yeah, but if something happens for a reason, I didn't know I was going to meet you.
Right.
Right. So I'm not looking for signs of meeting a new friend.
But like maybe you ask the universe, you're like, yeah, I'm really lonely, and the universe is like, I got you, big gay. Right, and then provides, right?
That's fair.
Like I think like if you ask for $1 million out
can I have $1 million?
No, I do not. But if I did, I'd give it to you.
What was the point of asking? Yeah, but that does nothing for me.
No, I'm saying,
I figured you were going to give it to me, and that was fate. It was meant to happen.
Yeah. Like, you know what? Maybe you're supposed to give me the $1 million, huh? Maybe that was the fate. Yeah, so
I see your point.
Yeah, I was saying, like, if you ask the world and you're like, yeah, I need $1 million, like, you're probably not going to get $1 million.
No.
Right? But if you ask the world, hey, I need you to provide me what I need, you might just get that.
But I don't think that is fate. I think that's you looking for a sign and looking for help from another source. Which I may or may not be talking religious. I don't talk religion. But
That's fair.
Or is that still different than it just happened by fate?
Right.
If we so if we're sitting here and we shoot by this building that we're at, I turn the car on and I'm like, you know what? It's a little windy here. We need to move over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then an air conditioning unit falls on where we were.
Right.
Fate. So how far back do you go to realize what it was that happened for a reason? So did me moving before that air conditioning unit fell, was that the reason why I moved? Or did the wind blow, which forced me to want to move, which stopped us from having that air conditioner fall on us?
But yeah, like it's hard. Like, how far back do you go?
Or did the storm that came through yesterday, which caused the wind today, which caused us to move back into a less windy spot, which stopped us from having the air conditioner fall on top of us?
Yeah. Or is it that
I'm a genius.
Or is that we showed up a little later? You know, hence why the shade wasn't where it's supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying.
So we would have parked in another spot.
So
as a result.
So that's a good thought of, does everything happen for a reason? How far back does that timeline go for something that's supposed to help you?
Yeah.
Or is it just that thing? Is it just that one thing that happened because it was supposed to?
So like, I think like there's like a Chinese like proverb about that, right? Is where like the blacksmith makes a nail to use to put on a horseshoe. The horseshoe goes onto the horse.
Yeah.
The horses deliver a message.
Yeah.
The message is to go to this, right? It's supposed to go to there, which ends the war. Right? Yeah, but if
is that?
But if that horse or if that nail wasn't made correctly, if it wasn't,
it might have hurt that horse's foot, which meant they might have stopped, which meant they would have gotten led or too long. Is that butterfly effect or happened for a reason?
So like,
is it the same thing?
Okay, so I think there's actually like a term for this. Like there actually is like a like a scientific like term for this, and it's not the butterfly effect. No. So like they did on how like like a person gets hit by a car, right? Like if it wasn't for the fact, so he woke up 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Right. The taxi driver, he spilt his coffee. Right.
Yeah.
This happened. He like if he would have stopped, but if any one of those small things changed, he wouldn't have gotten hit by the car.
Is that not the butterfly effect?
No, like I don't think that is like the butterfly effect. Yeah.
Not sponsored by ChatGPT. What is the definition of the butterfly effect? I almost just waited that whole time without pressing enter. The butterfly effect is a concept from chaos theory that describes how small changes in the initial conditions can lead to a large unpredictable differences in outcomes over time. Definition. The butterfly effect is the idea that a tiny action or event, such as a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil, can set off a chain of events that eventually causes a large-scale outcome like tornado in Texas. Key points originated from meteorologist Edward Lorenz in the 1960s. It shows how complex systems like the weather, human behavior are highly sensitive to small changes. Often and metaphorically describe how minor decisions or events can have huge consequences later. In simple terms, small causes can have big effects.
So like,
didn't really tell us anything.
Yeah, so like I think there's another term. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay. Please hold. Ba, 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 ba.
What is it called when a bunch of small things happen that could have changed to prevent something bad happening?
Say it.
Okay. So this is saying a Swiss cheese model.
What?
A failure of a cascade of small failures leading to one major event. You know what? No, like I don't think it's called. Like it was named after a person.
Yeah, Theodore Butterflyus. Whether it's the same or whether it's different,
Yeah.
the idea is that they happened for a reason versus just random. I do think things happen for a reason. So let's have some fun with it.
Okay.
Spider-Man. Okay? Spider-Man, normal kid.
Normal kid.
Bad things happening in his life.
Bad things.
Gets bit by a spider.
He does. Radioactive.
Becomes superhuman.
He does.
Becomes a hero.
He does.
Saves the world.
Great power, great responsibility.
Shout out to Spider-Man.
Shout out to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's the real one.
Ah.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah.
those little things that had he not been bitten, we would never have.
Yeah.
So for that, Marvel thanks you.
Yeah.
What a hero.
What a hero.
I would say Spider-Man's probably the coolest person I know.
Like, is he really?
I would say so.
I think, I could think cooler ones, but that's all right. Spider-Man for today is the coolest.
What's another example of something that you've done that you can remember that's changed? Like that you think happened by fate?
You know, it's hard. Man. You know, I think that life has a way of molding you, right, into what you're supposed to be. I think you just get thrown into some like bad situations, right, which either like you grow from it or you crumble. But like either way, you're getting something out of it, right?
Right.
So like I was a musician. Like I wasn't, you know, due to like lack of funding and lack of things. So like I went into private security.
Right.
Right. And as a result, became a bouncer through it.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep going.
Right. No, like became a bouncer. Became a professional fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you picked up some trades, I guess, along the side. But like so like I want to bring it like to the bouncing, part of things.
Very fun time in my life.
So it was not a fun time for me. You know, like I did not have
different areas.
You know, well, yeah, like it's just different areas, like different, things. I don't know, like problems seem to find me, or I find it. You know, like I think it's convenient that I was a larger person. You know, and like I don't want to sound like like vain about this or like whatever, right? There's much more power in being a larger guy.
Yes. Because you're seen, I think historically, you're seen as somebody.
Right, like I'm tall, right?
Yeah.
Bearded.
You just seem like when you go for things, you get it.
Right, like that's just
like
what
you get it done.
Right? Like as a, so like bouncing, like horrible experience. Like I never fought in my life, like at that point. And now I was fighting every day. Right? And like I'm talking like full on, you're getting chairs whipped at you.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just what it was. Right.
Yeah.
But as a result of bouncing, right, I picked up and learned a couple of things. One, how to defend myself.
Yes.
Right. Two, how to, I guess, not promote, but be in power. Right. To emit power.
Right.
Right? To be like, oh, hey, I probably shouldn't screw around with this guy. Right? Also learn how to be more vigilant. Right? On how to look for things. How to see things, prevent things from happening.
Do you do that in crowds? I do that in crowds.
To this day.
It doesn't matter. If there's a crowd of people I'm in, I am scanning to make sure that, it's not my job.
No.
I might get arrested if I try to break up a fight in the middle of like a carnival.
Yeah.
But I'm watching.
But to this day, like I want you to know, like on how like like you get trained, and it's for life. Like it really is.
Yeah.
Right. To this day, when I'm in a bar or I'm in a crowd, I'm watching hands. I'm watching people's reactions. Like I'm watching what they're doing.
How people are ordering drinks when they've had too much, all that kind of stuff. And it's not for any reason. I'm not typically gonna go, hi, random person, you should probably leave now because you've had too much to drink. I think we wait for the outcome of what might happen and question why the other staff maybe did not see this coming.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I don't know. Like again, it's just like it's just looking. I think only when you're in certain situations do you know what to look for, right? And like for like a drug addict could probably spot another drug addict. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do appreciate that you're comfortable enough to just put your feet on my dash.
Yeah,
I like it. Why black socks?
Better on the White Sox.
That happened for a reason. All right.
Yeah. No,
Okay, so give me a reason, another thing that happened. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn my back around. If you guys all share it out to another person who appreciates podcasts, bearded men, and funny stuff, that'd be greatly appreciated.
It would be greatly appreciated. Because I want my things to be shared and or viewed.
I think it's good.
I think it's good.
Also in the comments, let us know. Ooh, I was about to say something really stupid.
What's that?
I was going to say, in the comments, let us know if you watch it on YouTube or Spotify.
Yeah, that kind of self-explanatory.
Because if for the people who don't comment, they're clearly Spotify.
Yeah.
If they comment on here, they're clearly on YouTube.
Yeah. For those, just like it so I know that you are watching it on YouTube.
Like, comment, share, all that kind of stuff. Follow us.
Yeah, one of those. Everything happens for a reason, Kool-Aid.
It does. So tell me, give me another example of what you have.
So interesting on how we met. Mm-hmm. Which those who watch the podcast would know. But I think that's happened for a reason, right? Like speaking of things. So we are actually part of, I think it's done, my guy.
That's fair.
I think if you sucked any more, you get aluminum. Oh, that's stuck on my head. Good song, though. But we're part of a bearded organization.
We are.
A charity group, if you will.
We are.
A group, a brotherhood.
A bearded men.
A bearded men.
Do you find that you have more meaning in your life? Like, to find us it started off as us, so mutual friend, who we've talked about this before. Mutual friend who knew and followed me, knew you, introduced us. Yeah. They said that you'd probably enjoy the Beard Club. Yeah. And you did. Yeah. You've come through. You've been around for a while now. Yeah. Do you find that with all that stuff happening, I keep saying fate brought you there, but it's everything happens for a reason.
It could have been the fates.
Yeah. So do you find that now that it's changing, your experience so far, is it changing kind of your goal in life and who you want to be and how you want to help people?
Sure. I mean, why not? Right? You get to hang with a group of guys. Yeah. Who are there for the same reason, same cause. Mm-hmm. Right? Who are there to help each other out, or at the very least, get your time away from the wife.
That's fair.
Yeah. And it's just a good old-fashioned fun. Well, like with purpose, right? We're doing good things.
For a reason.
Right? I mean, like, is there anything better?
But that for a reason is not necessarily by chance. So here's a thing. Yeah. Let's take this. Oh, I love it. Okay. Yeah. I feel like my cheeks, if we slow down the video, they roll out.
Your slow motion version
back and forth.
Is just
Oh,
Like, I'm gonna put that as my
I feel like that's. I feel like that was a very cartoony way to eat corn.
Right, like I just want to open my phone, just hang up. Like that's just funny.
Listen, if it makes you feel better to know, I eat corn the long way. So, okay. And I gave you that information for a reason.
I bet you did.
Do you have things, if you had to pick something right now,
Okay.
do you think there's something currently happening that you hope has this weird, wild effect down the road? Something happening for a reason. So, is there something that's maybe going on in your life right now? You're like, you know what? I see this, and it could end up with this.
Is that just like reason or like wishful thinking?
I don't know. So, with everybody listening right now, what do you guys think? What is the difference between what is it called when you're planning something like premeditated? What about a premeditated happens for a reason? No, to be fair though, I think that if to be it's been a while since I've done that.
That's fair.
The possibilities of what could be in the world are endless if you think of what something might occur or what you might cause to occur, the action, reaction, whatever it is. You know what? None of that made sense.
Here's 3 steps to see if you're having a stroke or not. You're saying premeditated happens for a reason.
Is that a thing? Do you think that could be a thing?
No.
Wow, you answered that very fast. I thought you're supposed to be on my side for these things.
No, I am on your side. That's
I mean, that sounds like you're...
I don't know.
Okay, but no. Okay, so hear me out.
Yeah.
So what if I stop driving? I'm doing this on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I'm not sure if you could tell or not. So what if I stop driving less this week?
Right.
Saving gas because next week I want to go somewhere but not have to fill up my tank.
Like I think that's just like financial planning.
Right, but I'm trying to find a way like where does it fit in where like something just maybe could crazily happen. Because what if I was on the road and we were going to stop off at a like an en route? Yeah. En route or en route?
En route.
En route.
You're
en route.
Like you're on a route.
En route. No,
So
you're on route. Off route. On no.
Oh, no, it's an en route. En route? No,
en route.
I'm questioning myself now. Fuck's sakes.
Words are hard.
Yeah,
it's en route. So you.
No.
Why do they call
gross.
it? Hold on.
It's
why do they call it? Why do they call it an en route?
We're on a route.
En route. Why do they call it when you go off the highway? Is it because it's en route to where your destination is, but you stop off en route?
Yeah, like if you're heading to work, but you stop at Tim's, it's just on the route.
It's on. No. The fact that you listen, I would have maybe taken your side. The way you just said that sounded really stupid.
I fucked it. Yeah.
The way you said that sounded weird.
No, it's just,
if I was gonna, I'm on my way home. No. Hold on. Listen. You just said to yourself, I'm on my way to work.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to work and I stop at Tim Hortons en route. Naturally, I went to en route. En route to my work, I stopped at Tim Hortons. En route, I went to work on...
I feel we should have like 4 minutes of us just doing this. Spotify's gonna love us.
Oh. Was that Wayne's World who started that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised you actually got that one. Broken watch is right twice a day. That's
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, anyways, with all that kind of stuff said, I think you obviously can't predict or prepare for things to just happen. I do feel like they happen. Butterfly effect, definitely a thing. Things happen for a reason, and I appreciate it. I don't like the things that don't, and I can't begin to understand why the negative things that happen for a reason happen for a reason. You know, unfortunately, you have people who lose loved ones, who lose children early and stuff like that. Yeah. Absolutely heartbreaking. That's the thing that we can't explain, and I don't think that kind of stuff's fair. But for the other things, though, I do think things happen for a reason, and it changes an outcome of your life, or a relationship, or a friendship, or just a situation you might be in, which I think is really, really good. So I think we don't have to explain it necessarily. Just enjoy it.
Yes.
Just enjoy it. Don't put too much
Enjoy.
thought into it. But sometimes it's good to kind of get the wheels going.
Yeah. You
know
know
what
what
I
else
mean?
you can enjoy?
What's up?
The main distraction parked in a lot. To rid the dinners and some meals they just got.
You're still singing it wrong.
The siren donuts are concert hall. Got the stereo, the cover and all. Phantom so wild, you can make it grin. 2 minute message right we begin. The main distraction, tune in for the ride.
The
Talk
main
about
distraction,
nothing,
tune
yet
in
so
for the ride.
bonafide.
Talking about nothing yet so bona fide.